Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. So, a lot of new players picking up the game, a lot of players waiting, a lot of players asking, go, who is the Annie? Who we thinking it is? Most of us have come to the conclusion, like half of us, like 75% of us have come to a conclusion here of who the anniversary really is, because dude, it only makes sense to really be one character, potentially two, but mainly one character, right? Today I thought I'd talk about who to expect for the anniversary, go through it. The devs are like hyping things up very early here, so maybe they're planning on doing the stream a little bit earlier this year to again like sulk in that hype, right? That pure adrenaline and hype, you know what I mean? Today let's talk about it. New to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. You let me know, who are you wailing for? I'll let you know right now. Isabel 2.0. I'm just kidding. Cinderella. Okay. Yeah. So first things first, we're going to go through all of the character designs that we have right now. This video really doesn't contain spoilers. I'll be very honest with you. Okay. I won't talk any spoiler talk, but I will show designs that you may not have seen yet, because again, these are designs you'll meet characters later in the story. But if you've seen official artwork, you've seen these characters. They're shoved everywhere in official artwork. So most of them you know of, almost all of them you know of. So let's get into it first, right? Here are all the options of who can be your anniversary. So we will start with option 1 over here. Yes, Grave has a very decent, mediocre, partial, low chance to be a character. The thing is, I've asked my community like many times over, would you pull for Grave if she was a character? And it always comes back to like a 60-40. 60% says yes, they will. 40% says they hate the design. It's just they're not a fan of it, right? Again, when this character most likely gets her like face revealed, right, and other things happen, there's a lot of potential for who this character really is. I do think that the character will gain more hype as time progresses. As of right now, though, in the design that she has here, being again faceless and such, most players can just get attached to her. So I think that she does have a great design, but a lot of players really aren't looking for it. And again, remember, we could easily speculate who the second anniversary was. We knew it. We knew who the first anniversary was because how Story portrayed it, and they have to pick one of the most hyped designs they have. Red Hood at that time was the most hyped design. No, Crown wasn't. Crown was easily a 1.5 unit. She was not a 1 unit. 1 unit was only Red Hood. This year, I don't think Grave makes sense for the second year. It doesn't, right? I think that she could be a free unit. I think that she could be once face revealed a 1.5 or in this case 2.5 unit, or even a New Year's unit. I expect that to be the case more so, right? I don't think she's, in my opinion, again, second Annie worthy. That's just again my take, but that's there. Who do I think it is most likely? Cinderella. Cinderella literally had like a huge chapter recently. Again, not spoiling it, but she had a huge chapter. Similar to how Red Hood had her huge chapter, it sort of indicates like, hey, genius, I'm most likely coming out soon. I'm going to wait and see. There might be some sort of... before the Annie comes out, a Red Hood event that maybe correlates something with Red Hood and Cinderella, and that could give you the full-blown teaser of who actually is releasing with the second Annie. I'm thinking, again, just like they did with Crown, it was Modernia hyping up the Crown update. We're like, oh yeah, it's definitely Crown as our anniversary. In this case, they did something very similar again, where they've hyped up Crown very early. They've been sort of hyping up Cinderella early. They've been doing this in story. We've read through the story, and it sort of solidifies it. The way that they handled it sort of solidifies that, again, she is the Annie character. But as of right now, no guaranteed thing. Does she check off all the boxes of anniversary hype, players worth, and all that stuff? 1 billion times over. I told you before, they're starting a petition on KR. If they don't get Cinderella, they're not spending any money on another shift up property to the end of time. This character makes people commit fraud and other travesties. So very crazy stuff. The power that this character has. It's insanity. It really is. So once this releases, oh my god, who's the next hype character? I don't know. Again, I don't know if anybody's going to compare to her hype right now. The amount of people losing their mind for this character, it's unseen. It is insanity. Insanity. Keep it going. Next, Chime. Chime is there. Chime is a free character in my opinion, dude. Most people will not pull for Chime. I've asked poll upon poll upon poll. Every time it comes back with an outstanding, like, no. I'm not pulling for Chime. I'd get a free Chime, but I would never pull for Chime. So mostly, I would see this as a free character. Chime is a really cool character, and the story with Crown's event really made me like her as a character. But again, I wouldn't like say that she's second Annie material. I could even say like, yeah, would you say 2.5 Annie material? Based on my community and what I've seen, most players don't want her as a unit like that, right? I would love her as a free unit, correct? Like again, Snow White, still a great character, but not again summonable unit, but still, there is potential for this to be a character like a 1.5 or maybe a New Year's, who knows. But Chime is there, again, a very popular character, I think on the JP side. I think a lot of players actually do really like her, but I don't know if it's like the same love as this. It's like very toned down. Let's be honest here, right? Beyond that, we also have this story here, a brand new character introduced to us in the latest story. Her name is Behemoth. She has big behemoths. Keep going. That's really what we have there to look at. Very cool design, very popular design also. The only thing is, this game, I love it to death. They just don't update like rehabilitation centers, so we haven't really gotten pilgrims there, and we only get 3 pilgrims a year, right? Yeah, and most likely with her design and everything, I don't think, unless she's a good guy, we're not gonna get her. So there is that. In my opinion, it should be a great half Annie or New Year's. I would love it, dude. Unironically, it's one of the better designs, but she is kind of demented and evil and coming for you. In what way? Who knows? But you know, that is there. So a great character. Will we ever see her? I don't know. I could definitely see her being hyped though. Dude, players are committing also some sorts of fraud for this character, so they're in love. But beyond that, beyond these 4 again listed here, there is still one more. The other character is Nayuta. The only thing is, Nayuta has not even had a full-blown reveal yet. I think that how things are going to work out here is we're actually going to get the 2nd anniversary to be, boom, this, Cinderella. And during the Cinderella event, it's going to be a massive reveal of Nayuta. She's going to be revealed through the event itself, because remember, the 2nd anniversary basically connects into the New Year's event. If you look at it, Red Hood's event basically connected into Scarlet's event, because they revealed you Scarlet. Excuse me, hello. She came in like right there. So basically, this year I expect something similar. This 2nd Annie is going to probably reveal to you Nayuta, and she will be your, again, I personally think, New Year's unit. I think that she would more so contain that New Year's hype. Again, because if you look at it, you had New Year's Modernia, Scarlet, Nayuta, I think could definitely sell that. Behemoth will be a behemoth pull right there. People are speculating alt Cinderella, or sorry, alt Modernia, or alt Rapunzel, but I already think that we got our alt Modernia. They're gonna wait till like the 3rd, 4th anniversary once the game is like in the gutter and release alt Modernia, because again, she's a very popular character. If not the best, the most popular, she's like top 3 most popular in the game. So that's like a more saved pull for a rainy day. But in this case, I think that we definitely expect to see from this update, I would say Cinderella. I would also go on to a degree to maybe say Chime would be the free unit, because again, we do need a free pilgrim theoretically. They have to do what they did last year. Red Hood was the free, was the unit, and the free one was Snow White. So that's kind of how they did it back then. In this case, I think that Chime could cut it as the free unit. I really think so. Or if they could do Grave, but I don't think they're gonna waste Grave like that. I think there's like a big reveal saved for this character in the future. So I think that that's time until we get that right. But Nayuta makes a lot of sense to be half Annie, or sorry, well, yeah, half Annie or New Year's. So let me know what you think. That's what I want to talk about here today. Basically, again, that's really it. Behemoth, Chime, Cinderella, this over here, alts of other characters, but I do think for the most part it's Cinderella. If it's not, it's definitely a very questionable call. You know, everyone wants her. Everyone is gonna wail and sell parts of their body anatomy, if you were to say, for her. I think it's her. It's safe to say it's her. Probably her.